Hey guys, I'm going to be showing you a quick video today of how to try and tackle some common damage, like on this Range Rover what I'm working on. It's just been scuffed on the front wheel arch and it's not the worst bit of damage what it could possibly get, but it has broken through the clear coat and perhaps the paint base coat underneath. So it's not something that will just hand polish out, definitely not, and it's probably something that won't polish out with a machine on its own. So we're going to have to do something a little bit different, and I'm going to show you a really good little method and you're going to love it, and it's hopefully going to save you guys a lot of money. So if we just zoom in a little bit on the damage, then we can see that it's just caught it down this edge. It's got something going on here. It's got some scuff marks down there, and it's just broken through the paint on this edge, and it's also in a bit of a tricky place because it's on a swage line. Although it's a nice car, we don't really want to be painting this panel, and the other advantage is that we can also maintain and keep the original factory paint. So I'm going to be keeping the tools and equipment really simple today so that I can maximise the amount of people that can do this at home. So we're just going to be using a drill, a backing pad that goes onto the drill by the spindle, the buffing pad or cutting pad sticks to that, and then we get the drill and that goes on that. Okay, so something that most guys and girls have probably got at home is a cordless drill. I'll put links in the description for anything else what I use in the video so that you can source it yourself. Okay, so the second thing we're going to need is some paint. Now this is solvent based automotive paint. It's not water based car paint, okay? So water based won't work. It's also, I don't know if the camera can pick it up, it's a metallic. It's a metallic colour. We've got a metallic paint. I've had it matched to the car. If you're going to be doing this, sometimes you can get away with not using the exact paint. You can use something similar, maybe slightly darker. If it's something like a grey or definitely a black, you can use just black. Okay, so yeah, it's a metallic paint. I get comments all the time off people on YouTube and they're like, yeah, but what about if it's a metallic paint, man? It only works on solid colours. Well, no, we're going to use this and it's a metallic paint, okay? Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to put our finger in the paint. Now, I like to use my bare finger, but for health and safety reasons or whatever, you perhaps should wear a glove, but I think it works better with just a finger. And then we're just going to smear it into the damage. There we go. So in this video, unlike the others what I've made, I'm not going to cut any of the clips, so you're going to be seeing it in real time. So while that's drying, I'm going to take the opportunity to have a little rant and just say that I make this YouTube channel to help people. I make this YouTube channel to share my 20 years experience in the motor trade, making cars look better, saving people money, and aesthetically overall trying to improve a car how it looks for the smallest amount of money possible. I'm not trying to trick or deceive anybody and show them things that don't actually work. People keep accusing me of cutting the clips, especially in the shorts, which are only 60 seconds long, suggesting that the panel's been changed or painted after I've done the method. So I've cut the clip 1 minute and polishing it, and then I've cut a clip and then it shows a different panel. There's absolutely no point or benefit to me doing that, so this video is going to be completely in real time, so you're going to have to watch it as it happens. It's not going to take very long, so hopefully that should try and dispel some of the comments what I get. So with that being said, I'm just going to back the camera up without turning it on or off, just so I've got a little bit of room to work. And the next thing we're going to do is we're going to remove this excess paint from the area. So we're going to need a cutting compound or some kind of heavy, medium to heavy cut polish, stroke cutting compound. Okay, so we're going to need something fairly aggressive to get this off. This is also where the drill comes in, so we're going to apply some of the cutting compound to the area and then we're literally going to polish it off. Now I'm not going to cut the clips, I'm not going to edit it, it's going to be completely in real time, so you'll just have to bear with it while I'm doing it, but it's a really quick method anyway, so it's not going to take very long. So I'm just going to apply some of the cutting compound to the head of the buffing pad, and then we're just going to give it one of them. Now with this method, if you're into polishing, if you're a detailer, if you've done a fair amount of polishing work, you'll probably be saying that's too much polish for that amount of area. We need quite a lot of polish, quite a lot of compound in the area so we get maximum cut, because that makes this method work much better. Okay, so here we go. So while I'm showing you that, one thing we don't want to be doing, unlike conventional polishing and paintwork correction, we don't want to be getting the area too hot. And also, once the polish is broke down, it's going to struggle to remove the excess paint. So at this point now, I'm going to be tempted to put some more polish on. Okay, so just added a little bit more polish. Now, this is a swage line. It's quite a shallow swage line, but we still want to be conscious that we're not moving the buffer or the drill or whatever you're using. We're not taking this edge off too much, okay? I'm just going to have a quick look now to make sure that everything's going okay. That's looking pretty good. I can still see some excess paint over here, so I'm just going to move the camera so you can see there's still a couple of little areas what we need to buff off. As just mentioned, if the camera can pick it up, we've just got a couple of little areas where we've not quite removed the paint enough. So again, tiny bit there. So I'm probably really nitpicking at the minute because that's came out really well, but there's just the faintest little bit of scuff mark still there. So under normal circumstances I probably would have left it, but with this method I recommend, as long as you think the paint works fairly original, you do it a maximum of 2 times. Okay, so we're just going to see if we can just try and get this little edge here and then I'll probably leave it at that. We just need the tiniest amount now, because another thing you can do is you can put too much on. Got to be careful because this is on an edge, so like I say, under normal circumstances I perhaps wouldn't have bothered, but just for argument's sake and just for the video, I'm just going to try and get that last bit. So there you go guys, it's been filmed in real time. That only took a few minutes, so it's been a quick video, but what a quick method, and easy to do, basic tools and massive improvement. You know, to paint this panel you might be looking at, we're in the UK, it might be 150 to 250 pounds. They often need blended into the next panel because of the colour, it's metallic, and it's just a massive expense and a massive hassle that we can avoid. Me personally, I'd be really happy with that repair, and if it was me doing it, which I do this every single week multiple times, you can charge money for doing that. If you're a detailer, then you can upsell your business and impress customers and offer something that, you know, other companies, rival companies can't do. So I'm just trying to show it at multiple angles, because another thing I've been accused of is that I don't show it from different angles and I'm trying to fake it. So as you can see, multiple angles, the damage is pretty much 98% disappeared, which is good enough in my eyes. And the other thing is, you know, you might have picked up an older car and you haven't got the budget or the time or the inclination to have it all painted. So again, you could go around the car just trying this method. Obviously, another comment I get off people is they've tried to do this method on damage that's not suitable, big massive chunks missing out the paint. This works best on fine scratches that haven't already been machine polished and rounded off, paintwork corrected heavily. It's fresh damage, it's scuffs, it's thin scratches. As you can see, it does work on metallics. Darker colours are better, I'll be honest. Silver's not a great colour, but it's always worth a go anyway. And what else? Yeah, so that's it really. I can't think of anything else to say. I've given it multiple angles. It's all been shot in real time. I hope you enjoy the video. I'm just going to say at this moment, please like the video, please leave a comment, please hit subscribe, share it if you can. I've got to keep this YouTube channel going, and we need to keep producing content, and I need to keep trying to help people and give away some tips, hacks, tutorials, and yeah, just keep the whole thing going. Cheers guys, take care.